Welcome along to the deep dive. This is where we really get into sources, try and pull out those key bits of knowledge. And today we're doing something maybe a little different, but very focused. Our source is actually just an excerpt title. What is Bitget Referral Code, FPR2UB1D, and how to use it? So our mission really is to unpack what we can get from just that. You know, understand this code, FPR2UB1D, but also what its existence, just being named like that, sort of tells us about crypto.
Yeah, and what's really striking here is how direct it is. The source doesn't beat around the bush. It gives us this very specific thing right away. The Bitget Referral Code, FPR2UB1D. Even though it's short, that title, it's quite a launch pad. It lets us look into how platforms like Bitget actually work and, well, the value these kinds of specific codes can have for you, the listener, the user.
Absolutely. Okay, so let's just dive straight in then. If someone just sees this phrase, the obvious first question is, well, what is a Bitget referral code? What do they usually do?
Right. So Bitget, first off, it's a pretty big global crypto exchange. Yeah. Buying, selling, trading, digital assets, lots of them. And a referral code, like this one, FPR2UB1D, it's basically a promotional tool, a unique key, its main job, to get new users onto the platform. That's the incentive. And typically these codes give something to the new person signing up and often to the person whose code it is.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so for the new user, maybe you get like lower trading fees for a while, or maybe a sign-up bonus in crypto after you, say, deposit some funds or make a trade. It's a really common way these crypto platforms grow. It's competitive out there.
That makes perfect sense. Yeah, sort of a win-win, like you said. So if you, listening now, came across a code like FPR2UB1D, how would you actually go about, using it to get those perks?
It's usually pretty straightforward, actually. When you're signing up for a new account on Bitget or really any similar exchange, you'll almost always see a specific spot during registration. It might be labeled referral code, sometimes promo code, or maybe invitation code, something like that.
Right, okay. A little box to fill in.
Exactly. You just type in that precise code, FPR2UB1D, right into that field. Then, once you finish signing up, and crucially, meet whatever conditions are tied to that specific promotion.
Like the deposit you mentioned, or maybe trading a certain amount.
Precisely, like making a first deposit or hitting a certain trade volume. Once you do that, the benefits, whatever they are, should get applied to your account.
That's incredibly useful, practical stuff, and amazing we got that just from the title itself. But okay, moving beyond the sort of how-to, what does the simple fact that such a specific, unique code like FPR2UB1D exists tell us about how information works, maybe even trust, in the digital world? Especially, crypto, which moves so fast.
Yeah, that's where it gets, I think, really interesting. See, a specific code like FPR2UB1D, it's not just random letters and numbers. It's like a digital key. It serves as a really clear, unambiguous anchor point, in this huge ocean of online information.
An anchor point, I like that.
Yeah, and in crypto, where, transactions can be final, irreversible, and there's often a degree of anonymity, these precise codes become quite important. They're vital for tracking things, for running incentive programs, even for creating a kind of accountability. They establish that clear link between a user and a specific offer, or sometimes between users. So it shows us that even in these really complex digital systems, you need these precise data points. They're essential for, managing things and keeping users engaged.
Right. So we've just done a deep dive, starting only with the title, What is Bitget Referral Code, FPR2UB1D, and how to use it. And from that single phrase, we've touched on what Bitget is, how referral codes work in general, the practical steps for using one, and even dug into what the very precision of a code like FPR2UB1D signifies about information in our digital age.
Exactly. And if you think about the bigger picture, it really does underscore how these very specific identifiers, FPR2UB1D being our example, they become these crucial anchors for information. They're like little keys that immediately tell you what something is and where it fits, even if you don't have all the surrounding context yet. Which I think raises a question for you, the listener. What value do you personally find in getting source material that's so specific that just points directly at one code like this?
Precisely. Yeah, that's a great question. Considering our whole discussion today really just spun out from mentioning Bitget Referral Code, FPR2UB1D, how does finding such a concrete, specific piece of data like that, maybe even without much else around it initially, affect how you approach gathering information or maybe solving a problem? What does finding a clear, actionable identifier like that immediately make you want to do or ask next? Something to maybe mull over until our next deep dive.